I had a grilled cheese sandwich last week for the first time. I've never had one before. So I'm
Really?
like,
Never
what is
had
it?
one.
It's just cheese in a sandwich. I was
Yeah,
like, I don't
so
understand.
good.
It's cheese in a toasted sandwich.
Yeah, but I looked at this menu. It was like 4 cheeses, and I was like, what the fuck? 4 cheeses? Isn't that just gonna taste like cheese? And then I got it, and I was just like, holy shit! These 4 different cheeses come together to make a new kind of cheese in my mouth.
Hey, welcome to Front Seat Gamer, episode 85. Nick is still away on his honeymoon. Sav is with me today. How's it going, Sav?
It's going well, Blake.
We've got 2 guests, Ryan
Hello.
and Ash.
Hello. Sorry, I was just trying to copy Ryan. Hello.
You guys have been on before?
Yeah. I think we're like the resident Switch guests.
Yep, and there's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of Switch talk.
I'm down. I love the Switch.
Yeah? All right, what have you been playing on the Switch then?
Oh
We
my
go
God.
straight into it.
I think we're all playing the same kind of games. Like we all get one big game and then we keep like ranting on about it to the people next to us and then we all get the same game. Mainly I'm playing Octopath Traveler right now. That's like exactly what I wanted of a JRPG. That shit's so good.
So is this just like the most refined
Yes,
JRPG or
yes,
something?
like it's no like extra frills because a lot of the times like nowadays when a JRPG comes out, it's like, oh, we have to do something different. You know, we
Yeah.
gotta change it up.
It's not even 3D, right?
It's not. Well, it is 3D, but everything is. All the models are textured in like 2D pixel art, so everything is 3D, but it looks 2D.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Have you seen this game?
I've seen the battle screen and was like,
great.
shit, that looks cool.
Yeah.
they
but-
just,
Oh, the normal game looks pretty different from the battle screen.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. It's kind of different.
What does the actual normal game look like
Like
then?
3D. You walk around in a 3D like Pokemon. It's like Pokemon.
3D Pokemon world
Oh, okay.
Pokemon. But imagine all the textures, all the buildings are like 2D pixel sprites.
Yeah.
with shadows and lighting,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's got actual 3D water.
Depth of
Depth of
field,
field.
and bloom.
Cool. Is it like that? What was that? That pixel game that they showed at one of like E3 last year, I think. That was like a cyberpunk thing, and it was all like pixely,
Is
but
that
it
Dead
had like
Cells?
depth of field, and it
What are you
had
talking
like
about?
reflections on water, and
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
It looked dark and gritty, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing like that.
nothing like that.
This is bright and
Yeah.
like JRPG.
Does Square Enix make it?
Yeah, this is
Yep.
Square Enix.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
an Unreal Engine,
Yeah.
This
which is cool.
Yeah,
It looks better.
this is the JRPG we deserved.
I want
It's been
more
a
Unreal
long
Engine games
time.
for Switch.
Yeah. Yes,
Because the
please.
better they make Unreal Engine games for Switch, the more games will be made for Switch.
Hell yeah.
And an
I-
improvement to Unreal Engine is improvement for all Switch games.
Are you reading that off your phone right now?
No.
Yeah, you're just like, you're like, I have some notes here.
No, he's planned his sales pitch.
So good, man. And the
More
2D art's
Unreal
real great
games,
as
the
well.
better.
Like, all the characters have 2D
Are you
portraits and
are you
shit.
just scrolling through?
I'm just looking at the
images
pictures of the game.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game.
Paint,
Beautiful
It's
game.
so good.
paint us a word picture of what you're seeing.
Pixels,
Nice.
light
Pixels.
shafts, blur.
You can't describe visuals well.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Just through audio.
Yeah.
It's rough.
It's great though. It's
Guys, I've tried.
it's just the old school JRPGs come to life in in like the new engines,
hmm
and just a little touch of like mixing up the gameplay,
Mm.
and a good story. That's all we need.
Yeah.
It was super interesting
been a
for me.
long
Like,
time.
the way it seems to work is like, you start off on a world map and you can pick where you start.
Okay.
So you've played Dragon Age, right?
Yep.
That's like where you create your own character and you go and find companions in the world.
hmm
This game's more like you pick a companion you want to start with
Hmm.
in the world somewhere, and you play that companion's story, and that person becomes your main character. And then you
Oh.
can go and collect all the rest of the characters in the game and then add them to your party.
Yeah.
So your first choice is basically where you want to start and who you want to start with. But
Hmm.
it's just cool. Yeah, because they've all got preset stories and shit like that, and different skills and different trades. It's cool.
Stop.
Ash has played heaps. Jake's played heaps. I've played basically nothing. I've only got my second party member this morning.
Oh shit! This is why I'm up until like 1 o'clock every night. I gotta get my fix in. So good.
What was the other game JRPG like
Xenoblade Chronicles? Oh,
Yeah.
that was a big flop. That was a big flop, man. At first, I was raving about it, so much so that I convinced Jake to buy it.
Did he ever play it? I don't think he ever
Yeah.
played it.
I was at first when I played it, I was hyping it up so much, like, oh my god, this game is great, Jake. You have to get it.
Mm.
And then like maybe I was like 20 hours in, maybe a bit more. I got to this point where I'm trying to fight normal mobs, and the normal mobs are just destroying me, and I'm higher level than the normal mobs. And because the gameplay combat in it is really slow, like just fighting a normal mob takes like 10 minutes. And then I just got so sick of it, kept complaining about it, and then Jake just didn't even play it.
Shit.
He
Wait, did
he
he-
hyped it up so much that I'm pretty sure Jake bought it day one.
Yeah.
And then just never touched it.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
there was one
that
day
is
I was
sad.
laughing on it because I thought it was funny. I was watching the videos beforehand and I was giving Ash shit for it, but he wouldn't listen to me.
Oh my God.
And there was this one day that was hilarious where Ash went into the kitchen to go play. And he came back like an hour later, and I was like, "How was it?" And he was like, "I watched a cutscene for 20 minutes, and then I fell asleep. and then I
almost
woke
fell
up and didn't want to play anymore."
Oh my God.
Yeah, I tend to like really doze off when I'm like watching stuff.
Yeah.
But it's good. It was good. It was good for the most part until the grind got real.
His tutorial sounded like it was tutorial after tutorial
It
after
was a lot of
tutorial.
tutorial. It was a lot of tutorial. Yeah.
That just sounds like a lot like JRPGs.
This
No,
this
no,
game
not
we're
all
playing,
JRPGs are
I feel like
that.
has
Not
like
all
nearly
JRPGs are
none.
like that.
Like the tutorials were like 5 minutes, and then I don't remember having any more since.
Because I remember, well, maybe that's just Final Fantasies. Because I remember hearing about, I don't even know which one of the latest ones, probably like the second to last latest one or something. But they were just like, yeah, I'm 60 hours in and I'm getting like still getting tutorials.
Yeah. One of the last JRPGs that I really loved to play was Stick of Truth.
Oh
Yeah, 'cause
man,
just that turn-based combat.
yeah, I haven't played it.
It's good. It's good if you like.
Yeah.
Turn-based. But yeah, ever since then, I haven't found the one that just would scratch that itch.
Yeah,
How many
But
hours
last
do you
week-
give
last
a
week.
JRPG until you're like, no, this was garbage? How many
You can
hours
tell.
would
You can tell
put
pretty
into
quick. You can tell pretty quick.
it? Quick 20 hours?
Well, Xenoblade
a
wasn't.
quick week.
Xenoblade wasn't the typical JRPG.
Ah.
Like it was kind of an action RPG. But then, have you ever played Final Fantasy 12? I think. Yeah, 12.
No.
Anyone?
I haven't played since 10.
Basically, you have a 3D character, and then you select the target, and then let's say you hit the attack command. It'll attack, and then it'll like wait a second, and then attack again.
Yeah.
So it's not really a turn-based. It's kind of this mix between like action and turn-based.
Yeah. Where you can run around on the
You can run around and
battlefield.
stuff, and
Yeah.
you do that, and it's kind of slow
Mm.
for the most part. But Xenoblade takes it to another level, and it's flashy, but it's just so slow fighting monsters.
Yeah.
You don't feel powerful,
Uh,
even though you have this gigantic sword that's like 3 times your size.
Are the visuals at least
Visuals
decent?
are crazy.
Yeah, and the effects would be badass
Effects
too,
are
right?
badass. That's why I liked it at the first place.
Oh, that sucks.
But then I'm fighting, and then like a bird comes out of nowhere, swoops down, and just one shots me. I'm like, what the fuck? What am I doing?
Jesus.
Yeah, that's literally what happens. Like for some reason, the game decided to put flying monsters in the air that are like twice your level, and occasionally will swoop down to take you out
And just
Are
one
you-
shot you.
and just one shot you.
But
I don't understand.
Is that the game trying to get you to go on a different path? Are you going the
No,
wrong way?
I'm going the right way.
Okay.
I'm going the right. I'm definitely going the right way.
And there's no way to dodge. You're just
I don't know. I really don't know. I
Oh,
really
man.
don't know.
Huh.
And this has happened to me throughout the game.
yeah.
I don't even want to talk about it.
That sounds like you really.
Screw this game. Screw
So
this
so I have a question that like we've talked a little bit like about this at work, but like, what is the game that you regret buying the most?
Xenoblade.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
Blake,
Yeah.
do you have one?
I do have one.
Yeah?
It's Shadow of War, Mordor.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
I was real bummed out with that.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
We argued about that one for ages.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Partly I was bummed out because like it turned out Ryan was right.
Oh, with
That-
the microtransactions and
That
stuff?
well, it's not the microtransactions. That is just like it's more of the same as the old one. And I was like, yeah, I like the old one, you know. And then it has the extra like fort attacking and taking over stuff, and that's fun.
Like a mini game in it?
Yeah, and that's fun for like the first one or second one, and then afterwards it's just a grind, and the whole thing just felt like it very quickly became a grind. And I just stopped caring about it, and I was like, "God damn it, Ryan! He was right about it."
I have a great childhood story about that. Like, you know, when you were a kid, like internet wasn't around back then, so like you didn't really watch reviews. So like the only way to know if a game was good was if the box art was good.
Oh
right?
yeah,
So I went to the store one day and I picked up Jack and Daxter. and
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, this looks cool. And then I picked up Fur Fighter, and I was like, oh,
Fur Fighter.
it's just. I grabbed Fur Fighter. I left Jack and Daxter.
What
at
is
home.
Fur Fighter? I don't know.
It
if
was
I've
the
heard
game I
of this.
regret the most buying in my life.
Oh man.
Because also, it's not like I had a lot of money, so it's like I had a game and I'd play it for like as long as I could. And it's this shitty third person shooter where everyone's like animals, but it's like kind of gory and stuff. But it just played so shit. And then I'd play that. I'd have to play it because I had no other game. And the whole time I was playing it, I was just like, man, I'm so sad I did not get Jak and Daxter because I knew that game was good.
Yeah.
But Fur Fighter's box art was badass.
Yeah. You second guess yourself. You're like, I know this game is going to be good.
Yeah.
But look at this damn box art.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. What if this one's even better? I don't want to make a mistake.
Yeah. It was like a battered like teddy bear with like holding up 2 pistols, and I was like,
Oh, I
shit.
do remember that.
Oh, you do?
I think I do. Yeah, I think I
the
remember
fuck?
seeing it, and I remember looking at it, being like, "This looks like it'll probably be cool," but I never actually like hired it out.
It's so shit.
Oh man,
It was so shit. Oh, I regret it to this day.
you talking about like box art that looked better than the game. Like, did you play any like Sega game? Or were you around when Segas were like the thing?
PlayStation 1 was me.
Because like their box art always looked better than the game.
Yeah.
like Sega, you know this, like Sav.
Well, which games are you talking about?
Like almost any Sega game, that'd be
Sonic,
like an
Sonic
awesome.
was true to as
Sonic,
advertised.
Sonic True it was, but like you'd see something like, oh, there's this awesome like ninja guy on the cover, and you look at the back and it's like a bunch of pixels.
That's
and
the
it's
cool
just
thing.
like-
You could look at the back. And
yeah, and you can see what it looked like.
I think in those days, because a lot of those were like pixel based games,
Yeah.
right? So like, and the box art was always some like concept art.
Yeah, the box.
Oh,
Yeah,
some drawings.
that's the thing. It was
I remember
always this
that-
detailed
Yeah,
concept
I remember
art.
that with Game Boy. Like I'd buy games that like, oh shit, this looks badass.
Yeah.
And you pull it up, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and you look at the back and you're like, yeah, I guess those
Yeah.
pixels represent this awesome ass dude on the cover.
Tragic.
What about you, Sav? Do you have a game that you regret?
I'm thinking of one. I can't think of one like off the top of my head.
Yeah.
The thing is, it takes me so long to commit to buying a thing.
Nothing
Oh,
but
yeah,
perfect
yeah.
purchases.
I'll just no. Well, I've got like a whole library of Steam games that I haven't even installed that I've just picked
That's
up.
everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is everyone. That's such a weird modern day thing of just like having all these games that you don't play.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Get a Switch.
Oh,
Get a Switch.
Problem solved.
Jesus.
what about you, Ryan? Do you have a game that you regret buying?
There's heaps of games I regret buying, but I don't
What
feel
about
that bad about them.
What about regret playing? like it was like you wish you could take your time back from playing it.
Bloodborne?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yep.
Why?
Bloodborne, that's a big one. I never really got anywhere with it.
Yeah.
So every time, so if you could measure how happy you were at any given point, I could measure how happy I was before I started playing and how happy I was after I stopped playing, and I would always be less happy
Yeah.
consistently every time I
But
played it.
that's
I had that during The Last of Us, just because of like that scenario it puts you in. I felt horrible, like as a human man.
Yeah.
I felt bad.
But did you got something from that game, right?
Yeah, every time.
I got nothing from Bloodborne except just sadness. It was just I'd keep dying and keep losing. I felt like I wasn't progressing anywhere. I'd spend hours just trying to go through the same alleyway, and I'd get to the end, and then this big fuck off boss would just one shot me, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Yep.
that's
What
the
a
Dark
waste of
Souls way though.
time.
People love that.
And I just got
Yeah.
sick of like the jump scares and shit. Like, not that they actually frighten me or anything, but just the whole like I'm not prepared for this, and I just get
Yeah.
destroyed. I'd get lost. I didn't know where I was because there's so many different routes through the area, which is cool. But like I'd have no sense of direction of where I'm going. I'm like, what am I even doing? And then I'd spend hours to find out. Oh look, you've just unlocked a shortcut. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to do this anymore. That was a regret purchase for me. That was a regret time waster.
It's
me, for
funny,
sure.
like you described that exactly as like how I felt playing Dark Souls 1, except my reaction was like, this is great. I really love this. I'm like, I'm lost. I don't know where I am. Oh, I've unlocked a shortcut. Oh, I'm back here again. This is great.
This is
Yeah, but then it would just have heaps of time where I'm like, I'd start the game again after I rage quit like a week before.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, where do I go? I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I don't
Yeah.
know where I've been. All of this looks different. Like, how do I know that somewhere I've been a million times is the right way? I just didn't see one thing where I'm supposed to go through to it. And I got to a point where I was just like, this boss is just depressing me. So I just stopped.
That's why you go somewhere else.
I mean, there wasn't anywhere else. It was like, this is the boss. This is the way forward.
Well, I haven't played it, but like in Dark Souls games, there's usually another way you can go.
Maybe.
It's always another way.
There's always another boss. There's always another path that you haven't found, and then you can go down that and then fight something, and then you come back to the other boss and you just like waste them.
I
Just learn to play, dude.
I have a there was one purchase that kind of got me a little bit. There was a games man back, like a games shop,
Games
back
Man.
in the day,
Yeah.
and they had $100 Sega Dreamcast going on,
wow.
and we heard about it, and we were like, oh shit, I'm getting one of these. So I went out, brought a Dreamcast. This was like when Dreamcast like truly flopped, and they were just like, we're getting rid of these consoles right now.
Did you know
And,
they had sort of flopped, or
Yeah,
as a
but I saw it as like a pretty good deal.
yeah,
And I was like, yeah, I could buy a new console for like $100.
that's great.
So I went out, brought a Dreamcast, and I had money for one game, and I knew I liked Jet Set Radio, Jet Grind Radio or whatever. But I saw Ready to Rumble.
this is the same thing.
Yeah. And like I'd seen Ready to Rumble in like magazine reviews and stuff, and I was like, yeah, it's like it was showing off a whole bunch with Dreamcast.
Yep.
Anyway, I brought Ready to Rumble, knowing that I liked, like I had demoed.
Is that like the
Jet Set.
equivalent to Knack on PS4?
Nah, it's not that awful.
Well,
I haven't played Knack.
It's like my Jack and Daxter story.
What was
It's very-
what was Ready to Rumble? I don't
It's
know.
a boxing game,
Okay.
and you like there was the main guy, dude with an afro, he had some sweet punches, and there was the last guy on it. Do you know that announcer who's like, let's get
Yep.
ready? Yeah, that guy.
Yep.
So he announces all the fights in the game.
Yeah.
Do you know this about it? Anyway, he's like a character in the game, so he announces all the fights,
Oh,
right?
okay,
As you fight, and then the last boss, he walks out and he just becomes like this hulking dude, and he's the boss.
Oh shit!
And he
That's pretty cool.
Well,
What a twist!
Yeah, what a twist.
the thing is, like the progression is pretty much the same. It's a very button mashy game from what I remember. But yeah, I just remember playing that game and thinking, man, I could be like skating through town and grinding stuff,
Yeah,
like open world.
yeah. I could be jet setting.
Yeah, before
around.
I fell in love with open world games.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was confined to a boxing ring.
Oh man.
It looked good, but it was sad because like to this day I'm like Jet Set Radio is like a classic Dreamcast game that
Yeah.
people talk about, and I could have owned it.
You could have owned it. What could
I
have been?
could have owned it because all my consoles that I
You
do
never.
own,
But you still had a Dreamcast. You never went and bought it later.
I'll probably check on like eBay or Trade Me tonight.
Yeah.
Like I could pick it up.
Just bring it into work.
Nah, it doesn't hold up, man.
Dude, I mean, neither did the N64, and we brought that into work.
Yep.
That GoldenEye game is kind of atrocious.
It's,
Mhm.
I don't see the point.
What, GoldenEye?
I remember I had a friend that was really into it, but
Yeah. Dude,
I had a PC. I was playing Counter-Strike.
Oh, man.
It's not the same.
I loved GoldenEye when I was a kid. Like,
Yeah.
I used to hire that out all the time and just play it with, like, my mates. It was great.
Did you ever play Counter-Strike with your mates?
No.
Yeah,
Not,
Counter-Strike
not
was
until I
fucking
was,
weird.
like,
Counter-Strike was-
not until I was, like, a later teen.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another game that I really regretted buying, and it was that Age of Conan MMO.
Yep.
And I bought it because our tutor at MDS was raving about it and talking about it, and I was like, shit, this game sounds great. This sounds like an awesome as MMO.
Yep.
And then I was playing it, and it just became this like boring grind fest. Like the story wasn't interesting. Like it was.
How were the romance options?
I don't even know if there were any. The only thing that game had was like it was marketed as like because the big MMO at the time was just World of Warcraft, and it was like this is like the opposite of that. It's like high quality like graphics.
Shit.
It's like high quality graphics. It's like realistic graphics. It's gory. There's boobs in it.
Yeah.
Like it.
Sold.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, I'm sold. This is amazing, and like people's heads are getting chopped off and stuff like that, and limbs are flying all over the place in the combat. But it was just like, it was just boring.
Did it have like a subscription model, that kind of thing?
It
too?
did, and the thing was like I had like the free month, and then like I think I paid for another month. But in that second month, I remember loading it up, And as it's loading and connecting to the server, I'd see that it would be like, say, it couldn't connect or it was down for maintenance, and I would be like, oh, thank God I don't have to play this game. Because I'd feel like, because it's a subscription, I feel like I have to get my money's worth out of it, even though I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, maybe if I played it more, I'd like. And then eventually, I was just like, forget it. Like, forget this game. I'm done with it.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah.
I had that with Uncharted 4,
What do you mean?
where like I was playing it and I wasn't having fun,
The single player or the
Yeah.
multiplayer?
and then I got up to a point in the game where my PlayStation just froze. Like after he jumped over the same fence,
Mm.
every time it would just keep freezing, and I tried like restarting, like reloading the game, restarting my PlayStation, deleting my save, starting over,
Oh God.
and it just froze at the same point. And I was like, thank God.
Thank God.
I don't want to play this game
Right,
anymore.
Your opinions on games are always so opposite.
I mean, everyone's opinion is always opposite to someone somewhere in the world.
I mean, the general consensus.
I don't know what the general consensus is.
People love Uncharted 4.
Yeah, it's a good game. Where was
I was just bored. I was just
where
bored.
was the crash happening? Well, yeah, like having to play through the same section again.
It
That's
was
fucked up.
at a point where like I'd found my brother or something.
Yep.
And he had got shot, and I was running away, and he fell and he died.
Oh, that's pretty early.
And then I was running away from everyone,
Yep.
and then he jumps over a fence, and game froze. I was like, cool, done.
That's tragic.
That was okay because I got the game for $30. I was like, all right, cool.
Thing is, I know you've got like garbage internet connection. Did you later patch and then try again?
It was patched.
Oh shit.
No, he was done. He was done.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I
I was
threw
ready
that
to be
disc in
done.
the bin.
It was probably just a faulty disc.
Shit.
I didn't care to return
Oh,
it.
that's how come.
It's
you
probably
got
just
it at
faulty
such a
disc.
good deal.
Yeah.
Are you
I
sure
got
you
it.
didn't like accidentally, like kind of accidentally on purpose drop it and be like, oh no, it's scratched.
Yeah.
I can't play this anymore.
Are you not even interested in figuring out how Nathan Drake deals with his final, whatever it is, that final
whatever.
story?
Spoilers?
How his story kind of wraps up.
I never played any of them before. It was my first.
Okay.
It was my first entry into the game, so it's not like I had any investment in it to begin with.
Okay.
The other reason I didn't like Bloodborne, I forgot, was that the load screens were like a minute, 2 minutes long.
Oh, that
Between
would be a
deaths?
bummer. Yep.
So when you die, you just be staring at a black screen for like
Yeah. That would
60
be a bummer.
seconds, and you're like, nah.
That's a good time to like go out and get a drink or something. Top up.
Just take a breath, take a break.
Yeah.
But when you're like seething from your death that you don't think you deserved,
Yep.
you're sitting there like this fucking game,
Those games are great on PC because the load times are
Yeah.
short. You got.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I remember playing through Half-Life 2 the first time, where you'd just be running through the game and the levels, and you'd have like seriously 5-minute load screens.
Man.
That was great.
Jeez.
I remember playing in, I think it was a PlayStation 2 days, load screens started getting real long. And there was a Dragon Ball Z game that gave you a little mini game to play during the load screen.
that's-
Oh, is that with the little green guys?
Yeah,
I can't remember, maybe.
You just
yeah.
spin your analog
yeah,
as fast
something
as
like
you
that.
can,
Yeah.
and you'd spawn as many mini cells as you
Yeah, yeah.
can. That was fun.
And
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
great.
like, yes, this is how they've like
Yeah.
made it interesting while you're
I loved that.
waiting.
Those were the best. You're like, I'm gonna get the fucking high score this time.
Assassin's Creed did it poorly, where they gave you a model of
just
like the
spin
character, and you
around.
just run
You ran
around in
around.
empty space.
Yeah.
That was
And you could
so
jump.
Shit.
I was like, nah, I don't think so.
Are they still doing that now?
I don't know. I stopped
Do
playing
people still
after the London one.
Okay.
Has anyone got any interest in the next Assassin's Creed?
Not
I
this
stopped
game.
'Cause
a long time ago.
I've never played an Assassin's Creed, and I think I might get
Never?
this one. Yeah, never.
Oh shit! No, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Is it the Greek one?
Yeah.
It's got really good reviews.
Is it?
Is it out
I
already?
didn't think it was out yet.
Reviews? What?
Origins.
You're talking
That's-
about the
that's a different one.
No, I'm talking about the Greek one.
There's one after that's been
Yeah.
announced, which is a Greek one
Oh
coming
no,
up.
I'm talking about the
Egypt
different-
one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a female and male protagonist. in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one, yeah.
But like, man, just that E3 trailer, I was like, riding that horse, I was like, this looks like The Witcher. I can get into this.
I think you should probably pick it up just to see
Yeah,
what
you
the
love
franchise is
open
all
world
about.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a really good one.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of them are really samey to me.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like,
They
as-
have improved, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Since
think
I've
so?
never played one before,
Yeah.
I don't know what so
Worth a
say.
shot,
What,
worth a
yeah.
Never played it before.
I've never played an Assassin's Creed.
Definitely worth a shot.
I always hear like, yeah, this Assassin's Creed fixes those jump bugs that, their navigation's a little better, and then I see the same problems.
Huh.
They all look samey. If you would ask me.
Yeah, they kind of do.
2 was the best one, but they have improved a lot in feel. Like when you've got a controller and you try and run up walls and jump across things, it does behave a lot better.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That what was I think I remember a mate talking about how they were playing Black Flag, that one, and your dude just sort of attaches himself to all objects around. Like you'd be in a room or something and trying to talk to someone, and he just like starts hanging off a wardrobe or something, and he's just like, "No, I just want to like do this," but he like jumping all over the place.
That's tragic.
There's a lot of content. Like I like it from a content standpoint. Like there's some cool art in an Assassin's Creed game. But man, just give me good movement.
Yeah.
Like it feels the same as number 2.
Yeah.
What game has had the best movement for you?
I've only played 2.
No, I mean what game
Oh,
in
shit.
general?
Feel? I don't know.
It's a
Horizon's
hard one,
pretty
man.
good.
That's a real hard one.
Yeah, because feel
Is
like,
it? I mean, when she does her weird stomp and jump,
Yeah, I didn't like how she jumped.
yeah, she has a real jump stomp.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to like
I mean, how should people
get
jump?
up some rocks, it's just like jump stomp up these.
Because
like,
my
rocks.
my go-to is Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
With movement.
Ugh.
But just because of like
Ugh.
just because of that what is it? The physics shit.
Yeah.
But when people talk about movement in game, they usually want something really responsive. Which is not a Grand Theft Auto game.
Yeah.
Because they always got to add that physics where they turn around and like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
don't like
Yeah,
that.
I do not.
But
like
that's
that
for like
realism.
I that
That's for realism.
yeah, that's for realism. And I do.
Feels-
You get used to it though, and you're like, yeah, that like Grand Theft Auto. They when you stop, they have a slowdown. Like they move forward a little bit.
Yeah.
They don't stop on the dime.
Yeah, but some people hate that shit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of simulators for the most part. I like arcade games.
Yeah.
That's why this new game that we've been playing, Mario Tennis.
Oh, yeah.
my god.
Oh man,
That feels good.
good segue. Well done.
Oh my god. I love this fucking game, man. That's the other game that we've been playing. Mario fucking Tennis.
We played a little bit before, and it just shows how shit I am at any tennis game. Like,
Oh man,
yeah, I get ruined.
dude, I started off like pretty crap as well, but you get
You get the hang of
you
it.
get a hang of it. Yeah. But yeah, dude, we've been playing that quite a bit at work. We played it last night. We went out, we played it at work, and then went out for like drinks, and then played it at the place where we went out for drinks
Yep.
Yeah.
with like 9 people.
I almost feel like I'm like a poster child of this Nintendo Switch thing. Like I'll take the Switch anywhere.
Yep.
Anywhere
Yeah.
I go.
Yeah, you embarrass me
I'll
sometimes.
bust that shit out. Yeah, Ryan's too embarrassed to
Like-
embrace the nerdism, but
Yeah.
I'll bust it out anywhere.
Yeah, you straight up are one of the guys. Like
Yeah.
you're straight up the poster child of it
Yeah.
because you're absolutely someone from that first ad
I'll-
for it.
I play volleyball in the week, right? And it's like, occasionally we have a bye, then we go sit out. And guess what I'm doing? I'm fucking grabbing my Switch out. Before
You-
in my break, I'm playing some games.
Oh my god.
So last night when we went out to get drinks, right? So Ed also has Mario Tennis. So on one side we set up 2 people on his screen. On this side we set up 2 people on my screen, and we'd just be battling for like the whole night.
We played for like 2 hours at that.
That was
place.
good.
We played for
That was
ages.
so good.
Yeah.
I love how easy it is to just connect up multiple people.
Yeah.
They did such a good job of getting like wireless play to feel super good.
Yeah, they really did. They nailed it. Like they
Yeah.
went for that mobile play with your friends, like
Yeah.
shared screen thing, and they nailed it.
And
They
it's-
got it.
It feels especially good with Mario Tennis because of how arcadey it is.
Yep.
Like it's not super technical. You just have to hit a button really and like move around, aim a bit, and that's it. And it's so perfect for like even people that don't really know how to play the game. They'll pick it up real
Yeah.
quick.
At work you always see when people are like, "Hey, do you want to play this?" and someone will be like, "Oh, no, I'll just."
it's a bit-
There's that hesitation, but with that Mario Tennis game, there's that hesitation, but then they play once or twice, and then they're like, "Yeah, I'm playing all the time
the
now."
funniest person that I've seen get hooked on it is Joey.
Yeah,
I don't
I was
think
just
she-
thinking about.
I don't think she plays any other games with the rest of us, right? But Mario Tennis, she got hooked.
Yeah.
And now she's always like, when's Mario Tennis? Like, oh no, I want to stick around for Mario Tennis. That was great. Yeah. I used to only play with Ryan one-on-one for the most part because no one else really wanted to play. That was
Yeah.
fun too. We'd be outside, Ryan would be screaming across, and the people on the other side of the office would hear him.
Yeah, I'd go
Those are
back
good
to my
times.
desk, which is the other end of the office, and Jake would be like, "You lost, didn't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I lost." Yeah, it's great. I win like 3% of the time against Ash, maybe.
Damn.
You could probably count on 2 hands the number of times I've won out of like 100+ matches we've played.
I don't think we played 100 plus matches.
I reckon we
You
have.
say that, but
I
that's a
reckon we
lot.
have.
So you guys also have you've banned characters.
Bowser
Oh.
Jr. was banned because
Yeah.
he's too good. You
He's too
can't get
good.
anything past him. There was a game where I was playing. I still didn't win. I still didn't win.
So how is he too good?
Or because usually Ash would thrash me. I switched to this Bowser Jr. guy, and then we were just having rallies that were going like 40+ returns. And Ash would be like, I can't get anything past you. I can't get anything past
His
you.
range
But he'd be like, just lose, man. Like I wasn't winning, but he'd
Yeah.
be like, just give up.
Oh wow.
It's kind of just like that, like online competitive game. Like all the top players are playing him,
hmm
and he's clearly
Oh, really?
better than everybody else.
Yeah, yeah.
So a lot of people don't want to play him because of that cheese.
Yeah, I called it like before it was on Reddit, being like, yeah, this guy's way too strong. And then a few days later, people were on Reddit all the time were just saying, yeah, if he ever comes up against me, I just cancel. Like they just
Yeah.
dodge because
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
dodge fights and tournaments, and
Oh,
they'll just dodge against Bowser Jr. all the time.
It's not
Huh.
fun. Another reason why I like Mario Tennis is because it's like a fighting game. Really, it has the exact same not mechanics necessarily, but like how you play the game. It's like a mental warfare. You're just pressing buttons, but it's so easy to get into, and it's just all about how you aim the ball.
Mhm. And each character is
Yeah, each character is kind
Different.
of like a fighting character.
Yeah.
They're powerful or speedy or
like
tricky.
I noticed that the Ghost Boo seems to curve balls
Blue's
really a
curve
lot.
is crazy.
Yeah.
But he's the only person really that the curve is good on, which is kind of weird. I think Nintendo still need to do a bit of balancing
Mm,
with everybody, but it's good, man.
yeah. But it's great because there's like the heavy ones that are hard hitters and the ones that are fast and the ones that are good at curving and stuff. And
Oh yeah.
so once you get to know those characters, you adjust your play
Yeah.
to verse them. It's,
Yeah. I'm really proud of Mario, like what Mario Tennis did, because like I have Mario Kart, and it's kind of hard to get people into Mario Kart sometimes because they're like, oh, racing, oh, it's a bit hard. Like I find Mario Kart is especially good when people are competitive, like when multiple people are good at it. That's when Mario Kart is at its best. But Mario Tennis, I can just get any of my friends to play and they'll
Yeah.
get hooked. I have people at home that just like, oh, can we join some Mario Kart?
It's-
Not Mario Kart, Mario Tennis.
It's
Two
funny.
v twos though,
Two
right?
v twos, yeah, two v
Has to be
twos
two v
especially.
twos. Otherwise, singles isn't that fun.
Two v twos
Like,
especially.
I'll play with Ash, and he'll beat me every time, but it still feels real fun. And we played a few times at lunch, and then I played like 3 or 4 games with Jake, and I just beat him the same way every time. And he just keep mad at me. He'd be like, "Stop doing that!" And all I'm doing is I'm like hitting the ball right, and then I'm hitting the ball left, and then I'm
Yeah.
hitting the ball right, and he can't keep up with it.
Oh man.
But yeah, 2v2s are great because we randomize the team. So usually, like sometimes me and Ash on the same team, sometimes we're not, but it still feels really even.
Yeah.
Having two good people and then 2 bad people.
Yeah.
And there are 2 ways to play as well. Like the game mode that we introduced you guys to play is the simple mode, which is just hitting. That's it. But there's the standard mode where there are like power ups. You get energy for charging up your shots and like doing trick shots. So you have trick shots which lets you dash a certain distance, and then you can slow time down with your energy. And if you have enough energy, you can use your super, and that's like a specifically aimed shot that is extra powerful. And if the opponent fucks it up, it'll break their net or their racket.
Yeah.
That's a fun mode too, but we haven't gotten into that yet.
No, that was the first mode you guys got me playing as, and like all I was doing was concentrating on hitting the ball.
Yeah.
And like I didn't even like change the buttons that I was pressing.
Yeah.
And like I didn't look at when I had like a power meter or anything like that. So I think playing it in simple mode is just just makes that barrier to entry easier.
Yeah, it makes the barrier.
Yeah.
entry
It's just a
so
better
simple.
game mode, I reckon, because the way it works with me and Ash is like if I have more energy than him, then I'll just spend all my resources keeping his energy down, and then it's just smash to win. But,
Because that's part of the strategy, though. You know, you have to manage the energy correctly when you're playing standard.
yeah, but positioning in simple is just way more fun.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
We were playing doubles last Friday, and I figured out pretty quickly that I could just pick a super huge character and then go right up to the net.
Oh yeah.
And just keep tapping the button, just keep returning it straight away.
That's great.
And even though the teams were shuffled, I won like 8 or 9 games in a row, just
wow.
doing the same thing. And
No-
my score was literally like 8-0.
No one
Having-
tried doing a lob over you?
you'd have a teammate that was at the back. So I just always made sure they had a teammate covering the lobs at the back. But otherwise, I'd just keep smashing it. It got to the point where George was getting so angry with me. He was like, bro, get away from the net, man. Get away from the...
He still gets frustrated when we do that.
That's awesome.
He'd go up to the net to try and stop me, and then I just whack the ball in his face, and you see the ball bounce off his head. He'd be like, just stop it. But like, I could see Ash like playing nice for other people in 2v2s, but I'm not like that. I don't play nice.
You're ruthless when you play Terrace.
Yeah.
I aim the weaker people as well. You really...
I was doing that to Blake today, where I was like, I know Blake can't handle this. I just keep returning it back at Blake. That's how you have to win against Ash. If Ash is on the other side, you got to target the weakness.
You're ruthless.
Yeah.
We play tennis at lunchtime as well. Like, we'll finish our lunch real quick and we'll bust some 2v2s out real quick. And George gets super into it. Cam's my doubles partner. For some reason, we have this like real good teamwork with it.
Yeah.
It's dope. It's dope. Like, if I dash to the other side, he'll swap over instantly, and we'll like cover each other.
With no communication,
no communications. We just know.
Wow,
it's great. We're like the doubles partner, and then one of us will always play close to the net, and then George will be like, "Fuck off, man."
that being said,
George.
like George will come on my team, and I'll be like, "George, you got the back right," and he's like, "Yeah, bro, we're good." You stay at the net.
Oh, man, that's great, man. Oh, this game is so good, man. I'm so happy about how easy it is for everyone to get into it. It makes the game so much more fun when you can play with anybody.
Yep.
It's great.
Yeah, my girlfriend said it's super high value purchase.
Yeah.
Even for her, even though she doesn't play it.
Yeah, my girlfriend really likes it too. Like, surprisingly. Because she played Mario Kart with me a couple times, but that was it.
Yeah.
But this game, she's super into.
Well, Mario Kart can be like demoralizing the first few times. If you're like coming last, like
you're
several
always
times,
losing.
you're just kind of like, screw it.
Yeah.
But like tennis, I don't know, you're always
winning because you're always having fun.
Yeah. You're always having fun, so you're always winning.
Yeah,
that being said, though, Ash sold 2 more Switches this week with Mario Kart.
I am the fucking best. Nintendo really gives me some commission. So so there are a couple people at work that play Mario Kart on their 2DSs or 3DSs, and they play, and we will bust out our Switch occasionally and play it, and I'll try to convince them, be like, oh, look, check these HD graphics out. So then on Thursday, I decided to get like a big 6-man game going. So we got 3 Switches going, two people per Switch, and they had a go, and they were a bit like, oh, this is cool, but they're also trying to back up their 3DS gameplay. Like, oh, look at my 2 screens. Like, I don't know, I think it feels kind of slidey. Yeah, I don't like the controls. But then that night, Thursday night, I got Sean and Adam to play Time Attack, and Time Attack is interesting because there are no shells to mess you up. It's just your pure driving skill.
Oh, wow.
And I got them hooked on it. You get the nice big screen because before we'd be playing split screen. But this time they got their own big monitor, big screen, and they're jamming Time Attacks. And I could see like their interest just spark. Because Adam was trying to beat my time and he was shaking by the end of it. He was like, oh my God, like I can't. Sean would be trying to beat my time and I'd give him so much shit for it. Like, you're not even that good. Like, I think you might need to get a Switch to practice. And then he beats my time, and then I get frustrated.
Holy
And then I'm spending like a good like hour, like, okay, hold on, fuck, wait, shit. Beat his time. And then I think Adam was already thinking about getting it, but then Sean, the whole time, he was just like, nah, I don't think it's worth it, $500 for a console, for a Mario Kart machine, it's not worth it.
Yep.
I don't have that kind of money, $500?
Yep.
And then every so often, I'd be like, man, just sell your stuff. These headphones look expensive. Sell those. just stop eating lunch for a week. Like, and then Friday night, he's just like, he messages me, I think I'm gonna get one, And I'm like, holy shit! I start linking him these deals, and then he finds a Mario Kart deal at EB Games, which would roughly cost like $460 for the console and like another $90 for the game. And then that night they bought it.
Oh, man.
Impulse buy, easy.
Impulse.
Yeah, I go into the kitchen and there's just 2 guys on opposite ends of the rec room, like stuck to the wall with their Switches plugged in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, he got them. And like, so I got my Switch ages ago. I don't know how long ago it was, but I got Mario Kart straight away, and Ash was trying to get me to play Time Attack. And I was like, man, I don't want to play your solo game. I don't want to race by myself. That sounds dumb. And I just ignored him for ages and ages and ages. And then on Friday, like, I hear him saying, like, he sold 2 Switches on this Time Attack thing. And, like, I was there when they were playing the 6-man game. I remember because, like, those guys, those 3DS guys, they just made excuse after excuse for how bad they were doing in that game. And, man, if Ash got them, the 2 guys, they already had Mario Kart, but they wanted the Switch to play it. I was like, all right, I have to try this Time Attack thing now. And so I started it, and Ash put a time on my Switch, which was pretty good. And I went home and I just started playing. I was like, I'll just beat his time. and then that's it. I ended up playing it for 3 hours before I went to bed,
Jesus.
and then I beat it, and I was like, "Ha, gotcha."
Yeah.
But then he linked me the time he had on his Switch, and it was like another second better than that.
Oh,
And I was like, "Oh man, that's
God.
not cool."
Yeah.
And then this morning I woke up, just sat up, pulled out my Switch, played 2 or 3 time attack runs, and then I beat his score on the 3rd time.
Oh man.
And then when we met up this morning, I told him about it, and he was so angry. He put out a Switch straight away, and he was like, "Nog, how did you beat my time? How did you do it?" It's
God.
great.
How much are you, each of you guys, winning by? Is it like a whole second, or is it
It's like a
milliseconds?
fraction of a second. most
A
of the
third,
time.
a third of a second.
Oh man.
And
But that's a lot of time.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
time. It's a lot of time. Yeah. I had a run before we recorded here, right? I had a run where 2 of my laps I beat my personal time. So I was like, I'm on track to beating Ryan's time
Yeah.
because he only beat me by like a fraction. And then my last race, like Sav saw, my ghost passed me just on the last part. And then even though I did my 2 first laps better than my other previous records, I still lost to my old time. And I'm like, oh my God.
It was so
and then I
great.
wanted to keep playing, but
Yeah.
Ryan would stop me. He had to stop me.
Yeah, I wanted him to keep the salt. It was great.
Man,
Do you
I'm done. I'm going straight back to it.
do you are you like, is there a point on the track where you're like, if I haven't hit this point by this time, I might as well just restart?
If I clip a wall, I'm restarting.
Yeah.
If I mess up a turn,
Yeah.
I'm restarting.
So if you do anything,
If I do anything
wrong,
I'm restarting.
restart. Yeah.
Even if I'm like two and a half like parts of the way there.
Yep.
I'm restarting.
How fast is a restart?
Straight away.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's real
pretty
fast.
quick.
So
It's
it's
insanely
really
quick.
it's really good
Yeah, it
for
gets
just
you
like
back into
boom,
the
boom,
action real
boom.
quick. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. If I mess up a turn, restart.
Yeah.
If I see my ghost go past me for too long, restart.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's super addicting. Like my friends would. I have another friend, Jonathan. He'd play. He likes racing car games as well.
Yeah. This is not
No,
Jonathan.
no. He'd
From
set
work.
times on my Switch, and it would bug me so much that I'd be up till like 3 a.m. trying to beat his time.
Yeah.
And because I had the Switch, right? So like he'd make the time and then leave, and then he would be leaving me with that time, and I wouldn't be able to sleep until I beat it.
Yep, as a
Wow.
spokesman,
One
as
more.
a spokesman, you have to stay up
Yeah.
and beat
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
I have to beat it.
As a door-to-door salesman of
I wish I should get some commissions for this, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as Ash Fizame of New Zealand.
Oh man, yeah. How do I get Nintendo stocks?
man. GDC's coming up. You got a lot of potential customers.
I have
Oh,
a friend.
shit.
I have a friend that works at RocketWorks. He has a Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he comes up, we're gonna be jamming a
Oh
lot of that.
man.
For sure.
Do you have like a battery pack as well?
Yeah,
Just
I do.
double that?
So many
I do.
accessories, dude.
I do.
I've
Oh,
thrown
okay.
so much money down on this thing.
Yeah,
Well, I-
Ryan especially.
Yeah. But man, the time attack thing is so cool. Just like sometimes I'll lose on purpose, just so I can trail my ghost and see what he's doing. And I'll just look at all the things I did right, and I'm like, cool, mental note, do that again. And then I'll look at all the mistakes I made. And I'm like, that's 0.2 seconds I could shave off right there.
Wow.
But you can also you can download global ghosts
Yeah.
from the leaderboard,
Yeah.
and you can race against them. And so I'll just trail against them as fast as I can. Like I can't keep up,
that
but
what
you're just
you're doing?
watching the first 20 seconds to
Yeah.
see how they do it.
Sneaky.
How far ahead are the global leaderboards?
I think it's like 20 seconds ahead of
Yeah,
me.
they're crazy.
Wow,
They're
really?
crazy. They have these other techniques that I don't
Yeah.
understand. Like they bunny hop like
Yep.
like throughout the whole race.
Yep.
Yeah, they drive over the grass and somehow don't lose speed.
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't understand that either.
Oh, they got grass hacks.
They have
That's
grass hacks. They boost onto the grass and they're bunny
Yeah.
hopping constantly.
Well, if you this is no shells, no items or
No-
anything,
no
right?
items. You
Okay.
get 3 mushrooms for 3 tracks. 3
Yeah.
rounds.
Yeah,
around the
so you
track.
spend them wisely. It's
One-
You
it's
spin them
super
across the
important.
grass so you can like boost
Yeah, you
across
do,
the
but
grass.
there are multiple
Yeah,
parts.
but the
Multiple
the
grass
guy I was
parts.
following was going across the grass without spending it. So that means you
Wow.
can't go across that. You can't spend your mushroom because if he's not doing it,
Yeah.
then
you shouldn't be doing it
do it
either.
either. Yeah, I don't know how. You got to keep. You just got to
Is he
watch
bunny
the
hopping
ghost.
the whole time?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Did you try
It's
bunny
gotta be.
hopping?
Yeah, it
I'm
doesn't
trying.
work for
It
me.
doesn't work for me either. I don't know.
That's the knowledge gap. That's the great thing. Where
What
it's just like there's
character-
just you can watch it, but there's a knowledge gap, and you just have to unlock the ability. And once you do, that's 10 seconds off your time.
Yeah.
It's the fucking dream.
Is it a character that like a
Maybe-
special character?
maybe
That's,
there
that's how
is.
crazy it is, man.
Maybe there is a
the Mario
character.
Tennis has customization on the characters, but the Mario Tennis one I looked at last night is so much crazier.
Yeah.
Like, so you pick your character, and there's I think 5
In
different
Mario
stats. Yeah, in Mario Kart, which is like
Oh, right,
speed,
okay.
acceleration, weight, grip, and handling.
Yeah.
But it goes even deeper than that. So there's the character choice, and there's something like how many characters are there? Like 36 or more, something like that. Crazy amount of characters. And then for the vehicles, you choose your body, your wheels, and your paraglider, and all 3 of them change your stats in different ways. And I looked it up on the wiki. There's a bunch of secret stats, like how fast it goes through water, how fast it goes through air, how it handles in anti-gravity.
This is intense.
And shit like that. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, man, there is a specific loadout for every single map.
Are there better cars for driving over the grass?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked that much. All I saw, there was the ship. The
Shit.
pirate ship that you had was like 0.5 units faster in water. So I was like, man, if I'm on a water map, I don't have to pull out the pirate ship.
Then? Oh my god.
Slower on ground, 0.5 units.
Disgusting.
It's just all of this matters. It's just like, man, you have to theory craft everything.
Man, these
Why don't you just go on Reddit and get
deep.
Yeah, people are on Reddit.
a like net deck type of thing?
People like, hey, like I looked up on Reddit last night. Someone was like, hey, what do you guys think of my build? And then someone's like, yeah, that's not on any of the leaderboards. Scrap it. Go for these like fucking meta builds where they're like, oh yeah, this guy in this set, this is what usually happens.
How you
and
beat
stuff.
my time.
No.
You have a meta build.
No.
I gotta figure this out.
But it's so cool. And it's great to see that like that I am 20 seconds behind the leaders. Because it means you've got all that room.
Yeah, there's
Potential
a lot
to
to
grow.
improve.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
potential.
Wow.
That's great, man. I think the reason why I like Time Attack a lot because I used to spend a lot of time in the arcades, and I must have spent probably around like $1,000 on that shit. Like,
Wow.
It's a racing car game that you like. There's $2 coin every time you play, and all we did was time attacks.
Yeah.
And you could customize your own cars, and it was like realistic, kind
Oh,
of
wow.
like arcadey. But it's the best part about it is drifting. I love drifting in racing car games.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I hate simulators because like it's not really efficient to drift around corners because you want to slow down and then take the turn correctly.
Well, you need one of them dirt rally games, right? Because don't they just drift around every corner?
No,
Maybe.
not like Mario.
Not like Mario Kart. Mario Kart, the drifting is crazy. You're drifting and then you get a boost.
Yeah, then you get
Yeah.
a boost. That's not.
That's the best. That's the best, man. I can't wait to.
You jump at the top of a ramp and you go faster.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait to try to beat your score.
It's great.
Man, you're gonna jump on Reddit when you get home and be like, all right, what's the top build?
Yeah. Now, right after
Let's
this,
do it.
as soon as we start done recording, I'm busting. The function.
Oh yeah.
Go.
of
Ryan
course.
stopped me from racing because he wanted me to keep the salt for this podcast, and it's working. Goddamn working. I need to beat it.
Man.
It's funny at work, like if I think about like the heat map of who owns Switches at work, it's almost like ground zero is where me and Ryan is, and then it's like spread across.
Oh
like,
yeah,
slowly.
it's like seeing the contagion.
Yeah.
Spread of a virus.
So another person who got it finally was this guy Chris. He's been on the podcast.
Yep.
So it's opposite me, and it's been a long time trying to convince him to get one, and he finally got one too.
What won him over?
Kate wanted something.
Yeah, his wife wanted one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
shit.
But
Was
like-
that
But
you?
like,
That
so
wasn't really
no,
me.
she saw the latest trailer for the new Pokemon game,
Oh.
and I think as soon as they said there was definitely going to be battles in it, so like a real Pokemon game, she was like, "Cool, I want to switch to play Pokemon."
Yep.
But Pokemon's not coming out for months.
Oh.
Chris got it the next day, so he was like,
There's an impulse in there, right? There was something clapping inside him.
Was
Like,
Chris? Do you think Chris was just waiting for basically the excuse
Yeah,
to buy
yeah,
one?
yeah.
And
Yeah,
if his-
maybe,
if
because
his wife
he's-
is like, I want
No.
one.
he's
like,
been telling us
"Oh,
for
all right."
ages that he might get one after he came back from his cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even when he came back, he was like, "Nah, I still don't really want one." But
No.
as soon as his wife was like, "Yep, I
He
kind
could
of
have
want
got
one," he's
one
like,
for
"Done."
his cruise.
Yeah, that
There's a lot of lying around on a cruise boat.
apparently, yeah, maybe.
that would have been good. But
But then you're
everyone-
not enjoying the cruise. You don't understand this.
Yeah, you
like,
are. You're
the
playing
whole
Mario Kart on
Yeah,
a
the
cruise
downtime, the
boat.
downtime, man.
yeah.
I think everyone who's bought a Switch like recently, it's all been an impulse buy. So there's all of these people have.
These are expensive impulse buys.
are.
Like,
They're really
an-
not.
An
They're
impulse
really not,
buy is
though.
supposed to be like you're in the checkout and you see like
Exactly.
some dollar
Yeah,
chocolate
a
bar.
Mario bar.
Yeah,
That's
a
not an
Mario bar.
impulse buy. That's a throwaway. $1 chocolate bar. That's not an impulse
That's an
buy.
impulse because you're
That's
just like,
not an
yeah, I'll
impulse
get
buy.
that.
Nah, impulse buy is like when you're in bed at like 2 a.m. and then you see something on trade and you're like, I might buy this.
Yep.
Yeah, when you've
Check
not
out,
you've
done.
not been you've not even been thinking about it.
Yeah,
You just see it late at night and you're like, I need this for some reason.
I mean, that's like the chocolate bar. I've
no,
not even been
it's
thinking
a
about
fucking
getting
chocolate
a
bar.
bar.
Like,
And they are,
stay at work for 5 minutes, paid off.
That is what they're called, though. Impulse buys.
Impulse
That's
buys.
why they're there.
Nah, that's not an impulse
No, there
buy,
has
man.
to be
That's
some
not an
loss
impulse buy.
there. You haven't
Yeah.
lost anything on $1.
There has to be
You
a
lost
regret.
$1.
Yeah, you lost $1.
No,
You're not
there has
going to
to
be
be-
like, man, I wish I had that dollar.
That's
Like,
not what an impulse buy doesn't mean that it.
No,
has
no,
to,
no,
like,
everything's
no,
an
no,
cost
no,
you
impulse buy
something.
then.
Impulse buy has to have a risk and a regret.
No, it doesn't.
associated to it. Yes. If it's like if you walk next by a shop and you're like, oh, that shirt's really nice. I don't really need a shirt, but that shirt's really nice.
Yeah.
And you don't think about it. You're like, just screw it. I'll buy it. You buy it and then you leave it and then you're like, oh man, I probably didn't need this. That's an impulse
I've
buy.
done that with
If
video
there's
games.
if there's no
Exactly.
real loss,
A chocolate
doesn't
bar
count.
is just kind of
But
like,
I've done this. It's the same feeling. I'm about like, that chocolate bar was all right, but
Are
it
you really
wasn't,
down
wasn't that great.
$2?
Yeah.
Are you really down a couple bucks?
Well, like health
What's
wise.
the regret?
Yeah, I mean, you're taking a toll on your health.
all you have to do is just walk past a coffee shop one day and be like, I won't get a coffee, and then you're good.
What?
Yeah, reverse impulse.
Yeah, you've just undone it. So you could have just, when we met
It
up
doesn't-
today, just
it-
not
it-
got a coffee, and then that dollar would
It
have
doesn't
been
have to take a
absorbed.
toll on your
Nah,
wallet.
it does.
That's
It
it.
does.
does not
It
have
does.
to.
It does.
It absolutely doesn't.
It has
does.
to. It has to.
I'm on both
Do you
yours.
think? Do you think millionaires buy like things and then regret it? No, they have so much money that they don't even care.
Who?
Right? Millionaires. They'll buy things.
I thought you said millennials.
Yeah, I had millennials too.
It's
Millennial.
It's all about how relative it is to how much money you make.
There has to
right?
be an impact.
Yeah,
There has to be
it's
an
a,
impact.
it's a scale. So for someone to see that like
So you're saying your
chocolate bar-
impact
Yeah,
level is a
so
dollar?
like that $2.
Yeah.
Oh.
A dollar impacts on you and that much?
Yeah, that's
Where
why
you
I-
come home and no, it has to keep you up at night with like, where you're just like, man, why did I do that? Like that was
Sometimes.
No, this makes sense because I asked Blake one time, how much would you bend over to pick up a coin? And
Yeah.
I think your baseline is at like 10 cents or 20 cents, right?
I've picked up. Yeah, I picked up 10
Yeah.
cents the other
I
day.
won't bend over unless
Which
it's
is
a
like
gold
the lowest
coin.
currency
Which
here.
is the lowest currency you can.
I'm not bending over
Yeah.
until it's a gold coin.
not even that for me. Like I pulled
Yeah.
out a bag the other day that I hadn't used in months. Like rummaged around in the pockets, pulled out a $2 coin, just put it back.
Really?
Yeah, I
$2
didn't
coin
keep
you
it.
won't take?
It's still in that bag. I'm not going to get. A
$2
couple
coin
of
you
years
won't take?
later, it'll still be there.
You know what I've done? Like I've seen like 10 cents on
Yeah.
the ground and been like, I've picked it up and been like, I don't need this, but I'm gonna put it in a place that's easier for somebody else to pick up. So I
Wow.
put it on like a bench
Yeah.
or something.
Okay, I can understand why the chocolate is an impulse buy for him now. He has a
Shit,
lower bar of like of. I don't
That's
know
why
what
I
to
don't
describe.
like. That's why I don't like casinos. I don't like losing any amount of money.
Yeah, neither. I don't like casinos.
That's
either.
completely different.
That's isn't
I don't
that an
gamble.
impulse?
But like my impulse buy, if it's less than $100, I'm not. That's not an impulse buy for me.
That's crazy. Nah. Mine might be around $20. I impulse bought a camera app at like 2 a.m. the other night. I was like, this is exactly what I needed. And I bought it. And then the next day I found out it didn't record video. And I'm just like, oh.
Okay, I
what a
guess
waste of
context
my
counts.
$4.
Like $20 on a phone app is different
yeah.
That's
to
actually
like
a lot for a
$80
phone
on
app.
my
No, I
app.
said $4. I spent $4 on the phone app.
Right.
But I was like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
Try to return it. I was like, oh, no.
For me, that'd be about $10 on a phone where I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
why did I do that?
Yeah, I didn't regret it for too long, but still, I regretted it. But yeah, it seems like everyone who bought a Switch, right? They have this like want inside them that they want the Switch, but they're just waiting for that excuse.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then as soon as they get the excuse,
No, I
that
had no
night
choice.
they go to the EB Games, they buy the Switch. They don't even think about it.
The
Yeah, Chris-
floodgates open.
The floodgates
and they
is
just
open,
buy
yeah.
that and like a
They
dozen
just all
games.
need an excuse.
Yeah, yeah.
Sean and Adam just needed that Mario
But that's
Kart
that's
excuse.
it. That I
Like
mean
they
that
were
was
already on the Mario Kart wagon.
Yeah,
you know?
but
Yeah.
Sean was so against it. He was
Really?
like,
All of them were
$500.
against it
They
pretty
were
much.
like, it's not worth it. It's
Yep.
too much money. Just
Yep.
for Mario Kart?
how much
Nah,
was
it's
a
not worth
DS
it.
when they would have bought it?
I don't know, but this
They
is
were-
$500.
Nah, it would have been about 200 or something like that.
Yeah.
This is $500. It's not an amount. To
And it's
scoff
not
at.
$500. It's $500 plus.
Yeah, but if
Mario
you get the
Kart.
bundle, then you get the console for $460, and that's just adding to the appeal.
But it's, you got to get that second Joy-Con set.
Yeah,
You got to get a case separately.
I
Yeah.
think I sold Ed a Switch. On
You're
Mario
like
Kart
you
as well.
sold it. Like you really are. You just
Yeah.
see yourself as a salesman.
I was just telling him like. I think we played Mario Kart one day and he had so much fun and I was like, look, you can take it on the go.
Listen to
that
this.
night- that night
Haven't
he
you
went
ever
to-
wanted to take a game on the go?
Yeah, but like, did you see how we busted out tennis? Like, just
Yeah.
at a cafe. That was great, right?
He's loving it. He doesn't
That's
regret the
great.
purchase.
No, but even you, right? Like when we busted out that tennis.
Yeah.
At the hookah place.
Yeah,
How great was that?
it was great.
That was fucking great.
But now all my friends have Switches, so I don't need to buy one.
No.
That's
No,
disgusting.
That's a good call, Blake.
Yeah.
No,
That's what Chris said, and then he bought one. That's
Yeah.
literally what Chris was saying all the time,
Yeah,
being
but-
like, I don't need one, you guys have one.
Yeah.
He had that
That's,
wife.
that's an interesting Chris impression.
Like we're gonna make you fall. You're not gonna last long.
I don't know, man. You
down.
were telling me about that Pokemon game that's coming out.
The Pokemon game.
Yeah. Or
I-
someone was
I
telling
wasn't
me
trying
about
to sell
a
you
Pokemon game.
Pokemon.
Oh no,
This
maybe
is-
Jake was telling me about it. Someone was telling me about the Pokemon game. I'm like, you know what? maybe this one.
Maybe this is the
maybe
one.
this is the one because
No,
Zelda
no,
is
no.
a big.
Wait,
Zelda is a big
5
one.
games.
Zelda's a big
Well,
one.
Zelda's a big one. I consider Zelda like worth 3 of those games.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
for
So
sure.
we're 3 down then.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but he needs one
You're
more.
contractually obliged to purchase one on an agreed number of 5, and we have it in recording here that Blake says Zelda is 3. So all we
Zelda
need
is
is 2
worth-
more games,
Zelda
and
is
you
worth
have
3
to buy
games.
one.
Blake needs
That
one more big
Pokemon
one.
game might.
Yeah.
That Pokemon
Have you
game
played
might
the
be
big
worth
Pokemon
it.
game before.
The thing is, like, I loved Pokemon when I was a kid, and I haven't really played a Pokemon game since because, but like. This I don't know, man. If it comes out, I'll see it,
Pokemon are
and
big.
it might be it.
Whenever a Pokemon game comes out, it's like top.
Yeah,
sales.
yeah.
They're good.
And like, I'd be happy to play that Mario game for sure.
Tennis?
Nah,
Odyssey.
Card?
the
Odyssey.
Yeah,
So is that
yeah.
another game?
Well, you don't get so
Oh,
eager here. Like,
shit.
whoa,
Is it?
whoa, whoa.
Don't worry,
Is it,
we'll
or
get
is it
you.
not?
We'll
Well,
get you.
that probably is the other game.
All right, so that's 4.
Yeah, so we got 4 games. So
So I only
that's
need to
the
get
same.
you
I'm
on
saying
one.
There's only one game.
But you didn't say Pokemon is. You said maybe.
I said it might be.
So I just have to get one more, and
just
then you
gotta
have
get-
to get one.
Yeah, I mean,
Otherwise, all your listeners will lose all trust in you.
that happened a long time ago. You've heard me talk about No Man's Sky.
We are really like addicts. We're just trying to get our friends hooked on these things.
Yeah.
It's so good, and I only care because it's fun having it at work with other people who have it.
Yeah, it's only good because your friends have it.
Yeah.
I think.
Mm.
From what I've seen, it seems like the Switch usually starts with one person, then it'll spread,
Yep.
and it's all in these like little pockets. It's not like this guy has one, this guy has one, this guy has one. It's either they're a gigantic Nintendo fanboy or their friends have a Switch.
Do you think you can get it past the middle of the office? You're gonna have to get
There's a
one
barrier
fix,
with-
infect the middle.
Sev,
Yeah.
Sev, what would it
They're
take
already
for
on
you
your
to-
side, man.
Yeah,
Already on your side.
yeah. What if
Oh yeah, but it's not spreading.
it's
It's not spreading, but it's there. The seeds
Eugene's
are
not
planted.
telling anyone
The
about
seeds are planted, and
Yeah.
George and Cam are on the cusp.
They're on the
Oh,
cusp.
are they?
They're
on the
definitely on
cusp.
the cusp.
I called it
Yeah.
months ago, and people giving me shit for it, but they're
Yeah.
on the cusp now.
Smash when Smash
Either
comes
one
out.
of them gets it, the other one is,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and both of them are like, man, like both of them. You
think
could just
Joe-
see it in their eyes,
I
man.
could get Joey to get
Yeah,
one.
is Joey
I bet
right
I
there?
could get Joey
Yeah.
to get one.
Oh man, if Joey
tennis-
got it, then those two are done.
Yeah,
But yeah,
done.
well, like George came into us playing Mario Kart the other day, and he's like, "Oh, you guys playing karts, nerds? When are we playing tennis?"
It is funny when George calls people nerds because he's sitting around playing Magic all day.
yeah.
What would it take for you to get a Switch, Sav? What would be the game?
I'm not sure.
You don't know?
You kind of know bits about me and my
I guess,
gaming habits.
yeah.
It would,
What
it would
was
have
it
to
rated?
be. It would have to be a Rockstar exclusive, just to
Or a game
Nintendo.
similar to like
Like
that?
I just don't think it can get me.
Nah.
They're gonna have to get better hardware.
Yeah, you're not a huge fan of like arcadey gameplay.
Nah,
'Cause
I think
love
I've-
arcade.
Right.
Yeah.
I've had that phase, Ash.
Yeah.
But it's behind me now.
Yeah, you want really big games, really big, deep, and like
I want
advanced games.
I want an advanced game.
You want an
yeah.
advanced
Yeah,
game.
Yep.
a grown-up game like a yeah.
I want a gritty remake of Mario or Zelda.
Just a game,
Mario Sunshine.
just a game that does something different and unique, right? Like Zelda's cool because it's done a lot of
That-
physics things
dude,
that are
I-
real different.
Yeah, I like those properties.
Yeah.
But it's just unfortunate that they don't have good hardware.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
But like, I did love them. I grew up on them.
Yeah, the hardware, but it's interesting, because like the restrictions almost make like it blooms creativity. You know,
Yeah.
like
I know what
it's
you're
like that with game art as well. Like you have only so many polygons and textures, right? You have to be creative.
Yeah, people didn't say that about like PlayStation 2 games or anything.
What?
Like shitty looking
No,
PlayStation
no, no,
That's
no,
what I-
no,
dude,
no. PS2 have some of the best games because of that.
Yeah.
I
because of the
wonder-
restrictions.
I wonder, like, you know how like pixel art from like the 80s and like early 90s is like this retro cool thing that people like.
Mm.
I wonder if that like
No,
early polygon
I don't
art will
think
ever
so.
be
No.
Yeah.
the same.
I don't think so.
It's a thing that like I think it was either PS1 or PS2, right? Some of the best horror games are in those
Yeah.
eras, right? It's because of
'Cause
the
most of it's in your imagination.
yeah, a lot of that is your imagination, right? And there's a limit. There's a
Yeah.
limit. So they have to be creative with it.
yeah, yeah.
And that's how they get you with the creativity. That's what I like about the most about Switch.
But they do have a lot of really good looking games on Switch. Like, they do already. Like I mean,
The
it
Marios
is
and
like
the
it is
Zeldas.
impressive for what it is.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
it's
surprised
not
they
amazing
get,
hardware, but for what it is and the form factor that they
I-
have,
I
it's-
recognize
it is
that.
really good.
Yeah.
it's
and
crazy.
like
They have
you've
Wolfenstein on it.
looked at some of the games on the Switch and said they do look pretty cool. Like you like the look of Oxenfree, and you said that Octopath Traveler looked pretty cool today.
Mm.
So it's just you just gotta scale your
Oxen-
expectations down onto 720p.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah. It's not a realistic console. Like it's not a game for like realistic simulators like Witcher or like trying to get that fidelity.
Mm.
It's more of the art style and like the hand drawn cartoony looks that look really good on the Switch.
Well, if you're gonna play Witcher, you kind of have to sit down for it for like an hour or more. Otherwise, what are you really gonna achieve in half an hour? Whereas like games like Mario Kart or tennis, I can pick it up, have an intense amount of fun for 5 minutes, and then be stopped or interrupted at any point in time, and then it's fine.
That's what's really like what I was saying before. Like they really nailed that like party game thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's where it shines.
Yeah, it's when you can bust the Switch out, and it's even in like the controller design. You know, like they especially like design those Joy-Cons to flip out.
Yep.
And a lot of their first party games are like 2-player that you can play on one Joy-Con each.
Yeah.
Like straight out of the box, it's two-player compatible.
Yeah.
Which is great.
They did it. It's great.
They did it, man.
Even
And,
like Fortnite, I'm waiting to compile at my desk, and I'm playing Fortnite on my
was
Switch.
good.
You guys-
And then
Good, man.
like Mark II comes out, and he's like, "Jonathan wants to talk to you. Just drop the Switch,
Yeah.
just
You're
walk
just
away
like,
from
"Oh,
it."
shit."
No, actual
No, like that. I'm like, I don't care. Like middle of a game,
Sorry,
I'm
I'm
like, I
working.
don't care. I'll just put this down. I'll lose. I was pretty close to winning as well. I was like, yep, cool, I'm done.
But then I watched you guys play Fortnite in the break room, and there was like a kid. You'd teamed up with some kid, and you could hear him being like,
That was
"Has anyone
great.
got a mic?"
That was great.
Why is no
That
It
one
was
my
great.
favorite
As soon
Fortnite
as I heard
moment.
that, and as soon as Ed heard that, we muted our the voice chat straight away. But Ash wouldn't do it.
I
He
turned
was
my
just-
speaker up. I
Yeah,
needed to
it
hear
was
this.
it was great.
Ash is like, "This is my friend. Listen to him, guys. Listen to him.
He's
He's
gonna
leading
lead
the
us
way."
to victory. That was one of my favorite Fortnite memories, man. We gotta play sometime again.
Playing with a little kid.
Another thing that is super underrated that the Switch has done so well is their sleep feature.
Yeah.
So the power button, right? It doesn't turn it off, it just puts it to sleep. So I could be playing a game, and if I need to turn it off instantly, I just press the button. And then I can turn it back on, and the game will resume
Oh, wow.
exactly where I came off. And it's
That's
great
pretty good.
because like you can pick up and play super easily. And no other game console or PC does that, right? You have to play the load screen, you have to go through the menu, but the Switch is just like button, press your unlock button, and that's it. You're back in.
That's the best part about it, especially because
That's
for
the best
PC,
part.
you have to throw down hundreds of dollars to make sure you've got a good solid state drive.
Yeah.
But on a Switch, just like the games
Startup
are made
is
for the Switch,
so
and they just
quick.
work.
Yeah.
They just
Work.
work. The fact that you can hit restart a Mario Kart, and it's less than 3 seconds, and you're driving again.
Yeah.
That's the key though. They're made for the Switch. Like that's why
Yeah.
they're so
The
good.
first party games are really
Yeah.
like a step above everything else.
Have you played any non-first party games then? on that?
Octopath isn't
Octopath.
first party, right?
Huh?
Octopath isn't
Oh,
first
yeah.
party.
Yeah, but Square Enix are really they have a rapport with Nintendo.
It's
right?
not
They-
first party though.
It's not
Yeah.
necessarily first party,
First-
but I
second
imagine
party
they have
then.
a lot of support.
Yeah.
A lot of
Is it on
Nintendo
other
support.
consoles?
No, it's Switch exclusive.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, like what is it? Xenoblade Chronicles, not so great. Like you can see some things aren't that good. It's kinda
Ideal for the
fuzzy.
Switch.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
What about Darkest Dungeon? You said that was better on Switch. I've
Again,
read
a
that
lot
it's
of-
best on Switch.
Yeah, again, a lot of cartoony games work
Yeah.
better on the Switch.
I think Darkest Dungeon would be great in like mobile anyway.
Yeah, no, but especially
Like I really wanted to play that on my tablet, but I couldn't.
I played a fuck ton of Darkest Dungeon. I think I was
Yeah.
on here last time talking about Darkest Dungeon. The best part is I can turn it off at any time and resume my dungeon at any time.
Yeah,
Because when you're on the PC, you have to commit.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you have to save, and
Yeah.
then you have to come out of the dungeon. But the Switch,
You know,
you can-
tab.
yeah, or you could.
Yeah, but if
what
you're going to
you
go to
sleep?
bed for the night,
Yeah,
you're
we're gonna
going to
sleep
leave your
with it.
PC on with the game running all night?
Yeah, man, it's like a nightlight.
What?
Yeah, I can just resume at any time, which is great. I love the Switch, man. Where do I get these stocks, man?
Man,
I could sell so many Switches.
how many do you think you have personally
Sold?
sold?
Okay, I think I sold Sean on one for sure.
Yeah,
I didn't necessarily sell Ryan, but I had one before him.
You
and
can
I was
have
trying
that.
to
You
convince
can have
him.
my one.
Okay.
Otherwise, Nick will take it, and I don't want
I'll
Nick to
take
have
your
it.
one. I had my flatmate is slowly considering it.
Yeah.
When Smash comes out, he will get it. I'm also the person who's always busting it out at lunchtime. So
Yeah.
I think I'm probably convincing Cam and George more.
yeah.
I could sell Joey one for sure. She'll
Do
go
it.
down.
How do you sell? What was your? I want to know what's your salesman technique.
I don't know.
Exposure. it seems to be
Exposure?
it.
No, no,
Just
no, no,
constant
no, no, no.
exposure.
It's just constant screaming.
No, maybe
and
it's just
excitement.
like he gets them hooked on it, and then he's just like, "Look at me,
Yeah.
take it away."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And they're like, "No."
In my friend group, I've always been the guy who will like convince all my friends to buy a game, and then I'm the first person to hop off.
Yeah.
Like I always do that. Like I'm always excited. Like, dude, you guys should get this game. It's the fucking best game. Sav, you need to get this.
Yeah.
We're gonna have so much fun. And then Blake, we'll get one too, and we'll all play. It'll
Yeah.
be dope.
Yeah.
And then we'll play. And then I'll be like, oh shit, sorry guys, I'm bored.
Yeah. You guys are on
Yeah,
board.
you should have seen
I'm
the
out.
look in
Yeah,
Ed's
yeah.
eye. The look in Ed's eye when we said Fortnite's dead. When we said we weren't going to play anymore.
Was he
When,
like, oh,
yeah,
no.
when tennis came out, we were like, "Yeah, we're not playing Fortnite anymore." And Ed was like, "No,
Yeah.
But then he
Free to
got
play
tennis.
game though.
no,
It's a free to
guys,
play
we only
game.
just started."
But then he played
It's a free
tennis.
to play game though.
But then Ed played tennis.
yeah, then
Yeah,
Ed played
tennis
tennis.
is-
He
And he
didn't want
was
to play
like-
tennis, right? He didn't want to play.
Did
I don't
he?
think he wanted to play.
I
I think
know.
he just wanted to keep playing Fortnite.
Yeah, he wanted to keep playing Fortnite, but
Mm.
Fortnite's free to play. We can always go back.
Yeah, we can go back.
But yeah, I'm a hype man. I love to hype things up.
What's the next type?
Mario
What-
Party.
Oh yeah.
Mario
Mario
Party.
Party.
Dude,
When's that coming
I'll
out?
be so keen to
Yeah.
play Mario Party. I haven't played
Is that
Mario
number
Party
5?
since like... No!
I haven't played
God,
it.
no.
I haven't played it since I was a kid, but I remember when I was a kid, that was good.
Yeah, we used to play it like
Yes.
high school.
Yeah. One Friday night,
Yeah.
we'll be playing Mario Party, 8 of us, whatever. And the screams will sell you.
Yeah.
The laughs, the screams. That'll sell you.
Yeah,
Game's good, man.
they're good games.
And then Smash. Smash is the last.
Is that the thing?
That's the last like thing that's gonna sell the rest of the people.
For party games.
Yeah, the party games. The multiplayer games are the really big sellers. And Zelda.
In Pokemon.
It's a shame that there's not another Zelda type of game coming.
There is though. There is. They were hiring for people a couple months ago.
For?
A new Zelda game.
Oh, wow.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're already doing it.
In the works. There's no other IP
Like, not,
that
not,
gets
not
people
officially,
hyped.
right? They haven't like officially announced another Zelda.
No,
Yeah.
but they were saying we are looking to hire writers for the next Zelda game.
Really?
I'm not
Interesting.
surprised. I'm really not surprised about that. But there's no other IP. We're trying to talk about it yesterday. Like, what other IP could come out that would be as big as Zelda and be that
Metroid,
kind of
bro.
impact?
Yeah, it's got to be Metroid.
You reckon?
No, I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm out of it. Man.
Hasn't Metroid been like
It's
disappointing
Pokemon,
the
obviously.
last few
But what if they change it up?
iterations?
That's the thing, though, right? Like, it's what they can do to change it up.
Yeah,
That will be the big seller.
yeah.
They need to be creative, man.
What's the Star something that's coming
Star
out?
Fox.
No, not Star Fox.
Starlink? That's not a Nintendo thing.
Yeah, but I thought it was, isn't?
Nah, it's coming out on PS4 and Xbox as well. But I'm hyped.
Oh,
for
okay,
that.
but okay. So they all are coming out with those like weird toys that you stick on your
Uh-huh.
controller.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought that was just a.
I was really keen until I saw a single ship cost $60. That's a big microtransaction.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, is this a free game?
No.
Oh
You gotta buy
boy!
the starter pack that comes with the ship.
Oh boy!
But if you pre-order, you get the Star Fox.
Yeah.
the
They're,
ship.
oh man, so they're trying to be. This is like the new Skylanders then.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Ship pieces.
But it's cool because the combat looks really dope.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Do I pre-order it? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, guys. We'll see.
You're hyping yourself up.
Yeah, that's how I sell the Switches to other people because
Yeah.
I'm hyping myself up. At the same
Man.
time. I just love this console, man. This console is the best. PS2 was my favorite console of all time, and
Yeah.
I think Switch has taken it. I really do.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. Do you guys have a favorite console?
PC's been good to me.
PC's
PC's
pretty great.
Yeah, PS4 for me right now. But I haven't actually played much things on it.
What about your old school consoles? Were they never the ones that were like the nostalgia that would get you?
Yeah, I guess Nintendo was pretty good early on.
Yeah.
N64 was probably my biggest console back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even own one for a long time, and we just used to hire it out like every
Oh.
couple of weeks, and
Yep.
with like a bunch of games. It was great.
Did you guys hear there's only one more Blockbuster in America?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's amazing.
And it's in Alaska or some shit?
Yeah, and people still go to it.
Yeah.
Apparently they're busy all the time.
Probably because
Yeah,
their
but,
internet's bad up
Yeah,
there.
that's the reason for it.
yeah.
I almost want to go to one now. Like if it was next door, I
Yeah.
probably would still use it. Because Netflix, you kind of get some
There's,
movies.
I mean, there's like video stores around still.
those are trash, man. They're always so dingy and dirty. But Blockbusters were always so bright.
Yeah.
and, like,
Did we have
bulky.
Blockbusters in New Zealand?
Yeah, we did.
You don't
I've
remember?
not in my
We had
town.
Yeah.
Video Easy and Blockbuster.
We had
And
Video
all their
Easy and
cover
United
cases were
Video.
the same freaking thing with text on it.
Man, no, we had in my hometown we had Video Easy and United Video.
Let me ask you, these United and Video Easy stores, do they have saloon doors in a certain part of the video store?
Saloon doors.
You mean in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Blockbuster didn't have that.
Really?
Yeah, that was their whole thing.
Ah.
No adult videos.
What?
In
What's
like
the
a
point?
blockbuster. Yeah, I know.
What's the point?
That was the thing.
Man, I remember going into United Video and seeing the
Saloon doors.
the saloon doors. There was the school's like caretaker, school's like what do you call them, custodian or something?
A caretaker.
Caretaker, you know, go into the R18 section and just come out with a fucking stack,
Yep.
just like a foot long stack of just like
Jeez.
videos, and we were like, holy damn, this guy.
That's embarrassing. I would not want to walk
He
out.
didn't.
with
He
that.
didn't care.
Yeah, that's another level of
Yeah.
just- oh man, I don't.
I remember going in there like trying to hire one once,
Yeah.
and it was like the most awkward thing I've ever done.
Yeah, nah, fuck
Yeah.
that, man. You've got the internet.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
dial up.
Because me and my
Just
mates
load
were all
that
like,
shit overnight.
me and my mates were like, oh, yeah, we're gonna go hire a bike. Go. And it was just like rock paper scissors. Who would go? And
Yeah, but you had to be 18. How the hell did you get it?
no, I think I was 18.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn. By the time I was 18, those all disappeared, and we had
Yeah.
broadband. So
Yeah. Well, we had dial up. You couldn't see a whole video on dial up.
that's rough.
And we had one. Actually, it was funny. We had one mate in high school who was like, we were like, this was like our last year or second to last year, and this kid was like his first year in high school, and he just had access to like porn videos, and we had no idea how he was. And he was like, he wanted to be like, he was the kind of guy that was like wanting to be like trying really hard to be mates with people. So he's like, oh yeah, I can get these for you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just copying DVDs or like VHS.
They were VHSs.
Yeah, just copying them
Yeah.
out, like on his TV.
It was weird.
Damn,
But that was not fun.
that'd be a business.
Those were not fun days, really.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. What other topics we got? What's on the list, Blake?
Oh man. Let me see. Oh man, we've gone over an hour, so we could like wrap it up if you guys want.
I'm gonna make it a shout out. I was Twitch streaming on the
Oh,
account.
nice.
That's
Yeah.
good, guys,
Yeah, I'm
Sam.
on that, and
are you streaming?
a lot of the listeners tuned in.
Really?
a lot of them 3, 3, 4. But it was cool because they were just hanging out with me.
That's dope.
We were playing Life is Strange,
Yeah.
and there was some cool dialogue.
Dude, that's awesome.
The first comment was, "How does this compare to Grand Theft Auto?" Which
They
which
know
was great.
you.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
know
What did you
They're
say?
true fans. Shout
well-
outs.
Well, yeah, I chuckled, man. But what can you do?
That's great.
Shout them out, man.
Yeah. So the guys, I hope like I'm not calling out people by reading their names out, but Jimmy Bob
Oh, Jimmy.
was there, Weezamon, and
Weezamon.
Slacking Sleeper, who is a listener from Sweden,
Whoa.
and it was 2 a.m. and he was still
Oh my
like, on the
God,
stream.
what?
And shout
They're
out,
true
yeah.
fans. Those are the fans
Oh,
you need.
man.
Yeah,
Massive
shout
shout out,
boys.
then.
Yeah, yeah.
Massive shout outs.
Yeah, thanks. And I'm streaming again next Saturday.
So
Ep-
what's
episode 3?
So that's interesting that you say that. We got an email from Mark.
I think, yeah, I think
Who do
he
you- who do
he
you
may
thi-
be the guy.
Oh yeah.
He may be slacking.
Oh man. Well, he says to Sav, thanks for the stream. I ran out of data, so I wasn't able to say
Data?
bye.
Whoa, he was using 4G for you.
Yeah,
That's hardcore.
This guy's
That's
hardcore.
hardcore.
To say another thing about slacking, he was waiting for a ferry at what I assume is a late night booty call on a
He's like, I got to get some front seat camera on my way. This is how I get in the mood.
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, he just must have got like a. Well, he was waiting for the ferry,
Yeah.
and yeah, just real late at night.
Wow.
And so it was cool to hang out and see on the chat.
Man,
That's
he
dope,
asks.
man.
He asks, are you planning on streaming around that time in the future?
Yeah, man. I made another event, so I'll be doing it
Oh,
next
yeah.
Saturday. What is it?
Upgrade your 4G plan, dude. Now's the
Dude,
time.
I'm still on a $16 plan. I get 500 megabytes a month, and if I pay $3 extra, I get another 500 megabytes.
Shit.
I'm not watching nobody's stream on my data, man.
Wait, what? On your phone?
I get a gig a month. That's it.
Oh yeah, I get a gig a month.
I get
That's
10.
enough for me. Yeah, that's crazy.
I need my
man.
10 gigs.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I think it's a rabbit hole, like the more gigs you get, the more you'll need.
Nope.
You know? You just end up watching more and more.
I think you just need good broadband, like internet at home, and you won't need.
No, my
the
internet's
most
fine at
of
It's
home.
on the way.
Is it
It's
actually?
when you're
Yeah.
out and about.
Okay.
It's when you're out and about. Really.
I mean, yeah, it depends on what I'm using it for. If I'm just watching videos, then I don't have any issues at home.
I don't need to watch YouTube when I'm out and about. I can wait till Wi-Fi. Like it's not that important.
It's just like I'm stuck places a lot, just waiting.
That's what the Switch is for.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, sometimes.
All the time.
Sometimes I'm like, this is a perfect opportunity for me to catch up on
Stuck waiting. What do
Yeah.
you? What
my
do you,
YouTube stuff.
Catch up on your YouTube stuff.
Catch up.
What's
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
What's there to catch up on?
I don't know, my YouTube subscriptions.
That's me at night. That's me at like just before.
I go to bed at like 10, so I'm not staying up for that.
How many do you need to like keep up to date with?
I got a couple that like do daily ones.
Oh, okay.
Man. After this, I'm probably gonna wait for my girlfriend to finish like her practice for like another 3 hours. That's 3 hours of solid gaming that I can get in.
Yeah, but don't forget you let her play your Switch as well. So what are you gonna
No,
do? then?
she's busy practicing. This is my game time right now. This is gonna be
You gotta
3
set
hours
some-
of
Yeah,
Well,
but you got to have
some
two
records, man.
devices because I'll run out of battery. Like last week, I was staying over at someone's house and I used up my phone watching Netflix, and then I played my Switch after, and I was good for the whole night.
Yeah.
Two
Do you,
batteries.
do you
two
have to wait for your
devices.
girlfriend much?
No.
You
No,
don't-
she's cool. She's doing her own thing.
Yeah, but like you don't like because you drive her around occasionally, right?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Jokes. You
Um,
drove her into work and you drive through Avondale. And
I
stop
used
by the
to-
takeaway.
I used when she used to work in town. I used to drive her because I was teaching her how to drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, not anymore. She's a competent
Nice.
roadworthy driver.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah,
Did she get her like car and everything now?
yeah. She's on her restricted.
Easy.
She's doing that.
Dope. Oh wait. So what's this whole streaming thing that you're doing now?
Oh, the Twitch thing,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
are you
So
trying
I'm
to
on
get
it.
into gaming?
guys. Well, it's just like a podcast thing. I thought it'd be cool to venture out. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
these guys to
I
get some
think it's
hardware.
great. Yeah. I want to get on there. Actually, it's funny. Like, I just started playing a new game, and in my head, I'm kind of thinking like,
You're mentally preparing.
I'm mentally like thinking of like being filmed while.
I'll
while
tell you
playing.
what, it was cool hanging out with the guys.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was cool because it added a little more something to the game.
Yeah.
The one thing that happened that I was a little bummed about was when I was trying to answer a question, I should have just paused it. Because then as soon as I got back to the game, I was like, wait, what the hell is happening?
Oh,
right now?
it just went off. And that game, if you miss stuff, it's
Yeah.
like, wait, what's happening?
Yeah,
What do
yeah.
I have to do? What's going on?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And there was just some Twitch stuff I had to figure out. Like I didn't know that there was a toggle that is default off that would save your streams to your channel.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
it was off before.
I saw that when
Why
I
is
went
it
to a
not on?
channel that you didn't have any saved on there.
Yeah, yeah.
Why is that
Yeah.
not on?
I don't know,
Save
man.
space?
Yeah, I
Save
think so.
server
Maybe.
space?
Is
Probably.
it? Do we have to like pay for extra space on there or something?
Yeah,
Is
there's a
that
lot of
thing?
videos, a lot of hours
It's
of
it's,
content.
Yeah.
it's the thing of like with the thing on, the videos get saved for 30 days.
Oh, okay.
But if you're a Twitch Prime member,
Yeah.
it's saved for longer or
Okay.
something. Yeah.
What's the what are you doing to differentiate yourself from the crowd? What's your Twitch plan, man?
My handle,
handle.
my angle. It's
Yeah, what's your angle?
I'm a game developer. You know what I mean?
There's not many of them on there, right?
And well, I don't know. And I'm from New Zealand.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's good.
So yeah, I take that angle.
Yeah.
And
Do you
that
talk-
I
do you-
and that
do
I
you-
criticize these games.
Doesn't Dean Hall stream?
Yeah,
Has he?
dude, a lot of people stream. Like
A lot of people stream.
Yes, that's his angle already.
Yeah.
But he
Oh,
plays his own games, I think.
Dean Hall's got his. He's got what we're trying
He's
to do.
a New Zealand game
Covered.
developer playing his own game on Twitch.
Damn it,
Yeah.
his own game.
Yeah, I've seen him
Stationeers.
play his like rocket game,
Stationeers,
his
yeah.
space.
Oh, that's not cool.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
not cool.
it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool because it's the only way I'm probably ever going to engage with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think Bex has said that we should play Path of Exile on there.
Yeah, but we're
I
trash
wonder-
at Path of
Yeah,
Exile.
I
Nah,
know,
we shouldn't
that's-
do that.
it
We'll
would
get in
be
trouble.
It would be embarrassing because, like, man, people are really like hardcore good at Path of Exile.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, I
and-
know. I like guys from the stream were saying they were playing Path of Exile
Yeah.
and they're huge fans of it, but I am not good at it. And when I do play it,
Yeah.
it's more like I feel like I'm working because
Yeah.
I will look at art and I know these freaking pieces of art. And
Yeah. You're
Typically, there's
making
something
mental
wrong.
notes to be like,
Ah.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
I'll go and change that doodad.
So when I play it for like 5 hours,
Yeah.
I'm like, I come away with 30 hours of work to do.
Yeah,
Jeez.
dude, that. I mean, we talked about this. Like, I'm exactly the same. Like the last time I was playing with my mates, and like I saw some stuff that I wrote down notes for. Like the whole time I was just writing notes of things to fix.
Yeah. I haven't been able to enjoy Incursion or anything because of that. I just can't go back into it. And when I am doing it at work, it's usually checking things.
I've played through probably like Act 1 to about halfway through Act 3 more than anything else, because halfway through Act 3 is when my own work starts showing up more and more.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't look at this.
Yeah. It's rough.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm taking requests, guys.
Hey, are you gonna play newer games? Like, what sort of games are you playing?
Throw something out there that isn't a Switch.
Well, here's
a
something
game
from
that I
Mark
can.
as well. Mark says it would be loads of fun to watch you guys play co-op games like Battle Block Theater or Keep Talking and No One Explodes.
Yeah.
Have you seen Keep Talking and No One
No.
Explodes?
Hey man, I'm open to it.
Those are fun, but those are more variety kind of games. You know, you can't
Yeah.
stream that all the time.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Don't you need a
not gonna be-
a game? You need a niche.
You need
right?
a series. You need
A
a,
game.
like
You need a series.
season.
Yeah,
yeah, but you can sprinkle in some.
you can sprinkle some things.
You
in.
know,
What's new that I feel like getting onto new popular like multiplayer games seem to be a good thing.
Yeah. Yo, when Red Dead comes out,
Yep.
I'm on that.
you on that?
Get
I'm on that. But yeah, there are things on the side.
Dope, bro. Are you gonna do any like art stuff on it?
I was wondering if people would be interested in seeing me model something.
Because
there is
people do, like,
Yeah, I
people
know.
absolutely do.
Yeah.
There is an art thing, right? There's art on Twitch.
Yeah, it's
There's a
like
channel.
creative something.
Yeah.
Mm.
I feel like I don't really watch Twitch that much.
Mm.
I don't understand, like, because when you model something, it's a long procedure. And
Yeah.
it's a lot of like tedious stuff,
Yeah.
and like I wonder how people engage with that because you also need a focus, right? It would be hard to talk and model like the whole time, right?
I've seen a lot of people successfully do
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Like Troy, former
Yeah,
modeler at
Twitch
work,
man.
he
He's
twitches
all about
all
it.
the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
yeah, and they'll just be like, "Yep, starting on the
I was wondering if
eye
people-
wrinkles today," and then it's like 6 hours of that.
Finish the eye wrinkles.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got something cool there. I'm modeling a thing right now. It's pretty rubbish, but maybe it'll get cool.
Yeah,
Maybe, I don't
it's
know.
always like that.
But
at
it's
the
also-
beginning,
it's
eh?
also
It always
a
looks
thing of-
rubbish at the beginning.
it's also a thing of like our listeners probably don't see that kind of thing very often,
Mm.
like actual like how to like making art for
Yeah.
for a game.
Yeah, but I guess mainly it'd be we are three personalities. Are you interested in hanging out?
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
when you have like some time spare.
yeah. It's cool, dude. I'm glad you set that up.
Cool.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
Awaiting your webcam.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it would be cool just to because I don't play many video games.
Mm.
That was 2 hours in the last 2 weeks. So I had 2
Oh,
hours
right.
of video games last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that was the extent of video games.
But
Like I wonder if you've got if you play games more, it'd be cool to get you on
yeah,
there.
yeah. I think playing a game like without really knowing too much about it is probably the way to go.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like I said, this game I'm playing now, I was like, yeah, I might this type of thing might want to like stream.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah, dude. But Life is Strange. You getting to it?
Yeah. I was starting to think we should wrap up.
Oh, yeah.
But Yeah.
Yeah.
Life
I mean,
is
we probably
wrapped the
should. But
hell
like, you still enjoying Life is Strange?
yeah, I can talk about it next time.
Yep.
Dope.
All right. Cool, man.
Get it,
We'll
man.
wrap this up. Does anybody have any final words?
You got some
Nintendo
the
Switch
Switch.
at
Love
the
the
warehouse,
Switch, man.
$489 right now.
Nah, it's $540 for the Switch and Mario Kart.
Oh yeah,
So you're getting the Switch for $460.
Yep.
$90 off that cart.
You
It's a good deal. It's a good deal. Rush to
can't
EB
afford.
Games.
You can't afford not to buy it at that
Give me those
price.
commissions.
God.
I can't afford not to buy it. That's the cheapest I've seen a Switch at.
Man. All right. So we have an email address
Mhm.
for questions. It's frontseatquestions@gmail.com. Our Twitter is @frontseatcast. Our Facebook is facebook.com/frontseatcast. Frontseatgamer.wordpress.com is our website. Our YouTube is youtube.com/frontseatcast. And our Twitch, our insanely popular Twitch, is twitch.tv/frontseatcast. And I'd like to thank Leanne for our logo and Andrew for our music. We're also on the Australasian Gaming Podcast Network, which is #AGPN on Twitter and AGP Network on Facebook. So thanks, Ryan.
All good in the hood.
And,
Sweet.
and thanks, Ash, for
jokes.
coming. I think Nick we'll probably be back next time. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know how long he's supposed to be away for, but
Back
A
to the
month
OG.
seems like a while, right?
a month
Because
seems like
it's been 4 weeks. Is it 4 weeks?
It's been a while.
yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll
Um,
probably be back next time.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I got a Google alert. Is it your birthday next week?
Oh shit!
Oh,
Is that what's happening?
let's
It
go,
is.
Blake.
So Blake's gonna be an old
Birthday
dude.
bonanza.
But
Uh,
I think you might be editing like while
Don't do that.
on your birthday. So
when is my what day is
Take
it?
a birth week.
according to Google, it's on Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday. Yeah, we'll be editing on
Shit,
Monday.
there you go.
No.
So happy birthday, Blake.
Thanks, man.
You've done your job well.
Thanks.
How are you gonna be?
33.
Ooh.
I have to think.
It's a good number.
Yeah.
That's a Tom Cruise age.
That's a Tom Cruise.
He's got to think about
Are you gonna
33.
do
He'll
anything?
never. Yeah, he's actually like almost 60, but he looks 33 the whole time.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do
Yeah.
anything?
Well, I'm going to edit the podcast. My parents sent me some whiskey, so I'm going to drink that.
Oh, nice. It's
Yeah.
not a weird button or toilet paper this time.
Oh, they sent me that because it was my birthday.
Oh,
They sent
okay.
me some Donald Trump toilet paper,
Very good.
which is weird.
Made in China.
Made in China, no, made in Mexico. Yeah. Yeah. So that's us today
Oh, man.
for this episode.
Good podcast.
All right. Bye.
I'm pretty sure I've got the biggest hands at the office, if not nearly, and I couldn't do it.
I don't believe you.
My hands are
This
yeah,
sounds
we know
pretty big.
this is known already.
Biggest hands?
Did you compare?
I haven't found anyone at work yet. Yeah, we have.
With
Holy
bigger
shit.
hands?
There was okay. So there's this one night I got pictures if you want to see later, but like everyone
Yes.
basically got drunk except me, and then we just started measuring everything we could think of.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
got to a point where
Sounds like a.
it got up to a point where we
Wait
got
a minute.
we were like
Sounds like a
doing
weird
shit. We were
rabbit hole
like
going down.
there was the pole in the rec room.
Mm.
You'd put your fingertips on the ground and you'd just flatten yourself against the pole to see how far up the pole you could reach and shit like that, just to see what your arm span was.
Which pole?
The big circular pole in the middle of
Oh,
the
right.
rec room.
Pillar.
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
freak-
not,
yeah,
not,
freak
not
pole.
like
Only a
you're thinking of
pole.
a stripper pole.
I was like, what the hell? I was thinking a middle pole.
Yeah.
My coat hanger.
You know the stripper pole in the red room.
Yeah.
I have a pink coat hanger by my desk. It kind of looks like a stripper pole.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Oh wait, is that thing that was?
It's a pink coat hanger.
Wait, that was the thing that was at Chris's desk, right?
Yeah.
I think that classies up your whole area.
I think it does.
That one thing.
Having a coat hanger is actually
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Ryan walks over to my desk to put his coat on it.
Fuck, I would. If I was in walking distance, and I am in walking distance, but like
Yeah.
5 minute walk.
5 minute walking. You are in 5 minute walking.
Because I always just put my jacket like on the floor or on my chair and it always falls off.
But you're like, fucking, I need a coat
Yeah,
hanger.
fucking coat hanger.
It was great. I put it at Chris's desk while he was away,
Yeah.
and I tried to prop it up with some dressing stuff. Like we put coats on it, and I got the Transformers helmet and tried to put that on top.
Mm.
And like people like Jake kept thinking Chris was there, so he'd keep looking to talk to him and being like, "Ah, shit, it's Optimus."
There was a couple minutes where it looked really good, where like
Yeah.
the jacket arms were like on the keyboard, and like the head was like looking down like that. It looked perfect.
Oh, God. It
Yeah.
was weird because I'd look over and I'd always see a figure there. I'm like,
Yeah.
on my peripheral. I'm like, Chris? Oh,
Yeah, it was great.
no, Chris.
But yeah, so Blake put the Transformers helmet up, and then the next day, like someone was having a serious discussion, and then the Transformers helmet just fell on the floor and went whack.
whose helmet is that?
I don't know. Do you know whose it is?
Yeah, it's mine.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh,
It's
Ah,
one
all
of
good.
those. It's one of those things that my parents bought me that they're like, you like stuff.
yeah.
I got another thing that they sent me. Actually, I'll go grab it.
My parents just give me money. It's great.
Yeah. Money's
Yeah.
always good.
Money's always good. Money's the best present. It
Yeah.
could be anything.
My parents gave me something. I don't remember what it was. Oh,
Oh shit!
Jeez.
Is it Trump?
Are these
Yeah.
Donald Trump toilet tissues?
Yeah, they sent me that, and they sent me this no button.
Oh.
No.
I don't
Why
like it.
would you not have that at work?
Does it say anything else?
It's a no button. Come on.
No.
No. It's different versions
This is
of
no.
Yeah. Yeah.
for my birthday this year, my parents gave me that coffee machine.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
rich parents
that's
though.
pretty
That's
great.
And
different.
but then they were like, they looked at me and they're like, "This is the last thing we're ever gonna get you."
Whoa.
And I was like, "All right, all right." They're like,
no.
"Yeah, you're 25 now. You're a man. You
You're a
don't need
big boy
presents."
now. Yeah, you're a big